silver hill, red light falling, kill me off, yeah. I've been writing songs since I was a little kid. Even if I didn't have any music behind them, I would write songs and stuff. I perform them around the house. I dress up, go downstairs, play my guitar for the family and stuff like that, you know. Puzzle Sound started in 2019, where it was that period in my life I really, I've always wanted to be in a band, and I tried to get my friend to join me. It was just hard because we were both in school, and ended up making this cool instrumental dance album. And that first song on the album, Control, was how it was supposed to start. Obviously it went to more of a dance, concept album. It's really hard to describe what Control really is to me. I mean, it's obviously my beginning. Like, it's really my debut, even though I don't really see it that way. Puzzle Sounds really wasn't a thing yet until, the album that came after that came out. Red light falling, kill me up, kill me up, kill me up, kill me up, yeah. I'd say, back in the day it would have been Tyler the Creator, but nowadays it's more like, honestly, rock music, like the band Geese. And I just saw this band called Black Country New Road, and they've been a really big inspiration to me, like lyrically. The bands that have influenced me the most would definitely be like JPEG Mafia and like Blade, and definitely a lot of like Young Lean, and probably the Lemon Twigs, honestly, and NoFX, definitely. I'm just such a experimental person. I mean, it's really just whatever I'm listening to. I've always been like that. I've ever, when I started playing the drums when I was like 3 years old, I was listening to like country music, so I played country drums, and when I was 10 or whatever, I listened to rock music, so I played rock drums. And whatever I listened to at the time is usually kind of what I make. Like when I made my album Dressing Up Online, I mean, that was such a drastic change from just the rap I was doing, because there's no rapping on the album. It's more like, I don't know, like singing and dance. And there's a reason every album sounds different. It's just, I don't want to be known as the guy who's got the one sound. I've always hated that. Even though I listened to an artist like Jane Remover, she made that whole electronic album, and then she went off and made rock music. That's just kind of how I am too. Every time I just feel like making something different. And if you like that album more than the other ones, then only listen to that one. You don't have to be like, oh, I like all their albums. If you like this one genre, of the album by me, then, you do you. As long as you like the music, I'm not complaining. Oh, I can't control what goes inside me. When the bumps go up, when the bumps go up. Dressing Up Online is one of the albums I've always wanted to create. I've always wanted to make some electronic-based album where I'm singing my heart out. The whole album was about me changing my life. I began my sobriety around the ending of that album, and I actually, all those beats on that album I had, years ago, or some of them at least, and that album is about my girlfriend, and the whole album is about her, and I wrote every song about her, and it was just about falling in love. The whole album is about that. But originally, besides the lyrics, it's about dressing up online. It's about making people think you're a different person than what you really are. It's like I have my album Sad Tony Hours. That's obviously not me. I'm not Sad Tony. That's not my real name or anything. It's just a character. Every single album, I feel like it's just me writing a new character and explaining what they do. Like Say It Volume 2, that whole album. In my personal life, I was doing a lot of drugs, and it was really affecting my music, and Nick Before I Die, nicotine and stuff like that. And then on to Dressing Up Online, there's I'm trying to kill the drugs type of message. Not that I'm anti-drug or anything, it's just on the album, you can kind of see that message. And my whole perspective changed a little bit. So the original Saya, that's what my brother used to call me when he was a baby. I made that album for him as a birthday present. That's actually me and him on the cover. The second album, Saya 2, it's actually just him on there, because I felt like I had lost myself during the making of that album, and I really hated myself during Saya 2, and I just, I really got to a point where I didn't want to make music anymore when I was making that album. Dressing Up Online all of a sudden exists because I was going through such a hard time in my life, personally, and I made Say It Too, and that could have been my last album ever, for real. I made it because I really wanted people to, if anyone was struggling in their own personal life, I wanted them to be able to relate to it as well. You erase me, kill me on, kill me on, kill me on, kill me on. My favorite song I've ever written, or at least made, is Arrival. I've always wanted to make a nice ballad. I don't know, I can't describe it. It's just something, it's the song I've always wanted to make, and I finally made it. So anytime I hear it or someone talks about it, it really warms my heart. That's the song I've always wanted to do since I was a little kid, is that sound, you know. I've been playing the piano for so long, I could finally show it on that song, really. Follow me on Instagram, AcidButMalik. Find your favorite album, tell me. You know, talk to me whenever you want. I love talking to people, and if you want to create or join the label, go ahead. Just text me. If you want to ask me any questions about Laser 8 or Your Internet Sucks, me and my best friend band, then go ahead. But I love you all. You know, everyone have a great day, and if you love something, fucking do it.